Rockford looked at the warm, inviting sand, which piled up into high, grass-tufted dunes beyond the beach. A little way along was the mouth of a large river. There was something a bit odd about it, but Rockford couldn't work out what. The leaf boat drifted in and landed gently on the beach. Rockford was just about to jump out when a large shape loomed up before him. The shape seemed to narrow towards the top. Against the swirling sky, Rockford couldn't make out much detail, but he was faintly aware of feathers. And, as his eyes started to adjust, he recognised the shape above him. He recognised it from Battersea Park. It was like a duck, but much bigger, and much less duckish. It was like a really, really huge duck who had let himself go a bit, got very overweight, and allowed his wings to shrivel up from disuse. This didn't seem to bother the creature one bit, though. It looked rather pleased with itself. Its huge beak opened.
Good morning. Welcome to infinity.
That must be the island's name, thought Rockford. But before he had time to think any further, strange noises began to emerge from behind the sand dunes.
I think they might be about to welcome you.
Who?
Said Ick. But no sooner had Ick said this, when from high on the dunes there came the sound of many voices.
Hi, how do you do? So glad you come to stay. We're here to welcome you. We are the castaways. We're lost on infinity in the sea of tranquility. It's all up for you and me now. 'Cause we are celebrities in lands of eternity. 3 cheers for us all. We don't get sad at all. Lost on infinity swirl.
Chin up. Come along. Come on. There's lots to do.
And the time to dwell.
Goodbye to all you knew.
You've kissed the world farewell. We're lost on infinity in the sea of tranquility. It's all up for you and me now. 'Cause we are celebrities in lands of eternity. 3 cheers for us all. We don't get sad at all. Lost on infinity swirl. You've kissed the world farewell. You've kissed the world farewell. You've kissed the world
That was very nice.
Said Ick.
They've had lots of time to practice.
Said the bird.
Now you are the Ick then, are you?
In order to help answer this question, Rockford shuffled round and once again presented his bottom. He knew this wasn't polite, but there didn't seem to be much choice. Ick waved up to the bird.
Hello, it's me you want actually. I'm the cocklebur Ick.
Ick!
Shouted the bird rather theatrically.
Right on time. Welcome to your new home. You met Colonel Utensil, I take it? Squid Squad, check you over.
The bird looked at Rockford.
So are you the moth?
Rockford couldn't believe this question.
He's a dog.
I didn't think he looked like a moth. Too much fur, not enough wings. Oh dear. So where's the moth then?
I don't know. What's its name?
Well, there's the problem. It hasn't got one.
Hasn't got one?
Never been discovered, and too late now.
Not for the first time, Rockford found himself wanting to know what on earth this place was. There were wonderful brightly coloured palm trees and odd hopping birds just up the beach. There were strange footprints too, and weird shells strewn across the glowing sand, all illuminated by that amazing swirling sky.
I hope you'll soon settle in. I'm here to help.
To help, thought Rockford. How exactly is a huge fat bird who can't fly supposed to do that?
Some species take a while to adjust. It's the loneliness, you see. Not that you'll ever be alone, dear me, no. There are millions and millions of us here, but, of course, only one of each. That tends to be the problem.
Rockford was baffled now.
How do you mean?
Said Ig.
Oh dear. Do you know anything about how you got here?
Not much. I felt a strange pull, like an instinct, you know, like birds have to migrate.
Not us.
Said the fat bird, looking down at his stubby, used-to-be wings.
Maybe that was the problem.
Neither Ick nor Rockford knew what this meant, and Ick carried on.
It started a few days ago. I had this sort of lonely feeling, and I felt sort of drawn to go somewhere.
Rockford looked at the
I didn't
bird.
really know why.
This was the second unusual animal he'd met in the last few minutes. He began to pine for home. Despite the sea, the sky, and the lovely beach, he was already missing Moog.
But it all started with this strange pull.
Yes, that's how it always happens. A mysterious pull, as it were, to leave. No one knows quite how it works, but it does.
So, what's infinity?
I do so hate this bit.
Said the bird, scratching the sand with one foot.
You see, you are the last of the Icks.
There's not many of us left, certainly.
No. You'd better come up the beach while I explain. You see, when I say you are the last of the Icks, I mean you are the very last. You are...
He paused as if he could hardly bring himself to say the word.
Extinct.
But I'm here.
But that's why you're here. This is where everything comes when it's extinct. The last of every species.
Oh.
Said Ick.
Follow me. There's all the checking in to do first, and a great many creatures to meet.
On infinity in the sea of tranquility, it's all up for you and me now. 'Cause we are celebrities in lands of eternity, lost on infinity's swell. We're lost on infinity in the sea of tranquility, it's all up for you and me now. 'Cause we are celebrities in lands of eternity. Cheers for us all.
Hip, 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 hooray!
We don't get sad at all.
No, we certainly do not.
Lost on infinity's swell.
What a splendid place to be lost, if I may say so. This magnificent island with its unique characteristics, absolutely marvelous.